Let's walk around and look at a little bit of bees bearding on the hive since all the rain. Not a lot on this one. We'll make our way around. Doing some washboarding up here and just all over. Mosquitoes are bad out here too. They tearing me up also. Not the bees, just the mosquitoes. They worse than the bees. This is a hive we swapped out when Kinfolk Farms was up here and homesteading the right way. They was here and they helped do this hive. And it is just busting out now at the seams. Two deeps on here and they're full already. I had a bunch of empty frames that I put in there, new frames. They done filled them all up. And they just working hard. Here's one of the bigger hives. I gotta be careful because I'm standing right out here in front of the entrances. It's getting a little late in the evening to be out here doing this. We'll make our way around now to the top of the hill and see the other hives. Little gardenia bush. These are some cactuses that I grow. Nice cactuses that I grow. I got two different kinds. I got these ones. We'll get around, we'll see the other kind over here. Wider leaves on them. There's a bunch of babies in this big pot coming up. See them down there? One around over there. I got to get them out and separate them. These ones seem to do all right. I got a couple of these outside, so wintertime I just kind of cover them up a little bit. And they seem to be all right out in the winter and the cold, as long as they don't get the frost on them. There's some tomato plants I got in buckets. These all come up voluntarily. They doing good. I got 3 more down there, little ones that come up on their own. I got to transplant them somewhere. I'll leave one of them in there. I got me a volunteer apple tree right here. It's about 2 years old. Come up on its own in my mulching bins. So I transplanted it. Now we'll get up here to these other big beehives. They're bearding real good. Two deeps on a honey super. Same over here, 2 deeps on a honey super. Some under the ledge there. Oh, look at these. Woo. Waiting on this weather to clear up a little bit so I can go in some of these hives. A lot of rain. Don't want to go in there when it's rainy, cloudy, and too windy out. This is a smaller hive and a deep. Got a little nuke box over here. Probably gonna have to swap these out. Oh, we'll walk over here and look at the garden. Pass by the apple tree, the big apple tree. And it is full. Squirrel's been up in there having a field day. You look on the ground here. They've been up here getting them. Now we'll walk over here. Have a look. Got some butternut squash and some zucchini squash here. Here, we'll show you. Get down in here. See that little butternut squash? Flowers growing, another one there. Some over here. Everywhere. Some zucchini squash down in there. Some more over here. Let me show you what the deer done to the sunflower plants. They love them sunflowers. They won't eat the flower. See, that right there is actual sunflower. They don't like it. As long as it don't have that on there, they'll eat the stalk right off. They eat these things up, but it's gonna come back. I've been spraying me some cologne out here and they kind of staying away now. Works real good. That, I put some mothballs out. Get over in here and we can see some more zucchini growing. See them down in there. Yeah. Deer don't like squash plants because it's got them little prickly stickers on there. There's my green beans. And they're full of green beans. Woo. Check out my tomato plants up here. These two I actually bought this year. These bigger tomatoes they call, what do they call? Better Bush. And they got tomatoes on them. Already got one off of it so far this year. But there's some big ones down in there. Little jalapeno pepper bush down there. It's got peppers on it. All these are volunteer tomato plants. Let me back up some so y'all can get a good look at how big and tall they are. That's 4 plants there done gone crazy. And they're inside tomato cages too in there. They was planted about almost a foot apart and they done growed into one another and just taken over up here. And flowers everywhere. It's gonna be full of tomatoes. There's little tomatoes out in there if you really look. It's hard to see some of them. Give it about another week or two, they'll be everywhere. There we go, there's some right in there. Don't know what kind they're gonna be. Like I said, they were volunteers. I transplanted and put up here in the garden. There's a bell pepper right there. We're supposed to be a red bell pepper. It's got flowers all over it, but I gotta get in here and do something because of the tomato plants. My hot pepper bush is right here. And another one right there, and it's got flowers, so it's fitting to start having peppers. The green beans, I can look down through there. Y'all probably can't see them on the camera, but there's green beans way down in yonder. Everywhere. There's the green bean. And there's bunches of them in there. Some in there bigger than that. There's my corn. It's starting to get its tassels on it. There's a Japanese beetle. I hate to use any spray, but I think I'm gonna have to. There's another voluntary tomato plant right there. See, during winter I throw mulch bins in here and they just come up on their own. I ain't sure what that is. That ain't no tomato plant, that's just some kind of weed growing up. But that's a tomato plant. The corn's doing good though. Ain't gonna stay out here long, it's starting to rain again. And green beans run all the way down the other side of that corn. There's a couple little onion plants in here. Everything seems to be doing good. My favorite thing in the yard, deer done got all my blueberries. They eat them too. They didn't tear the bush up, but they got a little, well, no, there's still some on there. Oh, here's a ripe one right here. Fresh blueberry. Yep. Good. Well, that second one could have stood get a little bit riper. This over here is what I like. Is this big tree. And y'all look how big this tree is. It is huge. And you talking about having some figs now. If any of y'all know what them are and like figs, I'm gonna have plenty of them. They are everywhere on here. All in behind the leaves. Figs everywhere. That's gonna be some good eating right there now. I can't wait. I'm out. I run out. I got fig jelly, but I like whole fig preserves and I don't have any. Won't be long. This over here is a smaller bush. And it's got figs all over it. That last freeze got it a little bit. You can see by these leaves up here. Some of the leaves up top. But it's doing good. The figs got it coming. Okay, that's the end of this video.